All right, DC with only 10 seconds remain here. The final grab with their NAGA LC.
Okay, but PA and Sword are just terrible at dealing with it. So I think they need to start hitting around, you know, maybe Phantom Assassin's level 6, I would say.
Well, Dice Curry already being set down here. Mid one, falling low, has regen. Yeah, good amount as well. Salve and a couple of tangos good to go. Mid lane, Weeha trying to close in once again onto them. A good heal bomb from Pi. Potentially turn this one around. And MP with another dagger. We could be in trouble there. Yeah, the tango regen's not going to be enough. And first blood in the mid lane, going one. Data warding back off, but Moon has got the heal.
Yeah, the heal also, it seems like it takes off the Whirling Death. So that's really, really strong. Gives him a lot of HP.
KOTL continuing to try and hold his ground as offensively as he can. He's going to get caught out by a magic missile and an illuminate, and one more touch from the KOTL. Misery will pick up the kill. DC getting themselves a bit of action.
Go for any sort of kills in these lanes. They are keeping down Wee in the mid lane. Wee is 11 CS versus 20 from the PA.
On top lane, Wise managed to get the wrap around here onto Saxa. A good crush and a heal bomb, bringing Saxa down low, and KOTL will be able to take himself a kill. Saxa getting caught out of position.
He thought
super neat. Just keeping all the illusions alive. Maximum efficiency from resolution for sure. Alrighty, well, Saxa holds back Pi with the magic missile. The two supports looking to chase down Saxa with the curse from Puppey as well. Won't be enough to get the kill, but it'll certainly give them a bit of a scare, forcing them to back up to their tower. Mid lane, Weeha still struggling to keep at the same pace of MP. CS 30 against the 13. MP with the leader who's having a great time. Bottom lane, mid one, actually able to find a solo kill. It looks like he just hit up on the 6 and was able to outplay Moon with the chakra. A little bit unexpected there.
Yeah, Timbersaw is devastating in lane versus any sort of strength. Either Pilot wrapping from around Wee.
Just about. Very, very close. Moon coming in, seeing if he can find a dual potential. Has to be maybe a little careful himself with the crits flying through and Puppey's presence. Saxa is there to offer backup for Moon. A jump forward from MP is looking to finish off the kill. Isn't quite enough damage with the poison touch to the right clicks. It will be though from Pi. Double kill picked up on the Dazzle. Secret.
The Ursa. That's very unusual. Usually you'll see Phase Boost or Morbid Mask around this time, so you can either chase people down with this movement speed from Phase Boost.
He's in so much trouble. MP's got a DD rune. No chances at all there for the lead.
And look at Pilot in the mid lane. He's able to right click on the tower as a Dazzle because he knows that nothing is really going to stop him. Yeah. This is really bad when...
And they hunt for Misery. You know, he reveals his position with the Illuminate spam from the tree line.
Supposed to be really good in lane versus melee heroes, but again, the 2-on-1 situation in the mid lane just...
Resolution, he's going to have to song if he can, but he can't. The global's there from Puppey and an immediate takedown from Secret. Catching out Rezo, find these kills.
Secret also has really bad building hitters too. Phantom Assassin is just not very good. Timbersaw most of the time just can't hit buildings at all.
They found themselves another hit. Saxa will hold back the PA with the magic missile, but it ain't going to do anything about mid one. Slides past.
Way Resolution, they still aren't exactly sure where he is. There's still a lot of time left around to smoke.
Yeah, he's going to be the target instead.
Oh, that's a crit.
Certainly is. And with that pick off, they're actually times that they have. Rezo 800 away from that relic, as you said. As long as he can get it, it is DC, it's DC NAGA. They're so good with this hero. Bottom lane, DP's already coming in. Secret, ready to hold. MP going to jump forward, has got the Aegis, he can afford to play with these aggressive plays, and again, just cuts down on the Legion. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they spot him out, and in fact, yeah, they want to try and go for him. KOTL already moving across. Can he get the jump? Will be able to jump in immediately onto us. And in fact, with the global silence coming through well, buying time for Secret to come in. He can't play his way out of this one again. Secret taking down the Fuzzy Wuzzy.
And before Resolution has BOTs, the recall is also extremely useful.
Well, Puppey, I'm getting a little too close here. Saxa and Moon moving in, but it's a bit of a bait. KOTL in with a two-man crush. Mid one in the midst of them all with the burst damage, bringing them down low. Moon's trying to get himself out through the trees. Saxa's out, so's Moon. Again, the Secret just finding so many kills in this stage of the game in comparison to what DC can do. 21 minutes in, 14 for 1. Make that 15 for 1 as KOTL's in again with the crush. And I've got to say, Ben, we talked about...
Where he was, just made life incredibly difficult for NAGA Siren and Ursa.
What can they do to stop this DC? They've lost the tier 3. Secret pushing on to the racks as well. Keeping Resolution held back. Can they get away with finishing this? That's the question. kind of toying with the idea.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Secret. Will they make the jump this time? MP heading in, clearing out the illusions. DC, who can get the jump in if there's any. If it's actually going to be mid one jumping in onto them. Links forward, holding them back with a bit of control. MP turning his attention back towards the racks. Spamming out the daggers. I mean, Saxa just losing huge amounts of his health there to a crit from MP. There's the jump in from mid one and bursting them down low. Saxa will just survive. Now MP comes through. They've got the global silence to make sure that they can bring down Resolution. A quick crit to chop down on Moon. Double kill for MP. The slaughter does just not end. Can they kill anyone on Secret? That's the question. MP jumps back in onto Misery. A crush comes through on Kezu onto 2. They've taken down the Ursa. Moon, he says, fight me to MP, but MP fights back. Puppey, he's the successor of this fight as he picks up a double kill. Resolution comes out with the song, but it may be just a little too late here. Saxa in potential trouble as well. It's actually look towards Puppey with the Illuminate, bringing him down low. Puppey will tick out to the Radiance damage. Did manage to find the silencer at the end of it all, but huge casualties once again on DC. Secret turn back towards the racks. In fact, MP, he wants blood first. Jumps in with a Kezu crush onto 2. Now towards Resolution. Saxa swaps Resolution away. But it's just not looking to be enough here from DC as they've lost the mid racks.
Where we is. The Satyr Banisher just purging him and making his life miserable.
What's he going to do? MP reveal behind the tower. Mid one coming across. They'll look towards Moon, but MP and Kezu immediately in. Weehaw jumping into the backlines, look to bring down MP, but the Grave and the BKB's there in time. Weehaw jumped up, silenced up. He's cut down. DC again losing 2. Kezu moving over to Saxa is being brought back, but the damage comes through, holds him in. A third death yet again. I mean, DC, Rezo can kind of put into a bit. They can switch it up.
Well, Naga would have gotten destroyed there.
I know that's, yeah, with the Naga doesn't really work out. And we're talking about the Naga, Ben. She's having a few problems on her plate. Secret jump in. Resolution's out for a full minute. Kezu seeing if he can hunt down for more. On the mid lane, Saxa, and we are finding mid one. Can they actually bring him down here? He'll use himself up. Has the backup of Puppey and Pilar die. It's actually Weehaw and Saxa, they're in trouble. They just turn and kill them. 4 dead, and GG is called. The murder and the slaughter finally comes to a stop as Secret just dismantled DC 28-2, 29 minutes in. One of the most brutal games we've had here, Ben.
For Naga, not a guaranteed win for DC. That's for sure.
A combination that teams at the last LAN at ESL proved to be very hard to deal with. They didn't have any answers.
I personally don't think it's a Naga patch. Naga just seems a little too slow for my liking, but generally DC win the other lanes. But this game, this is what happens when you're behind.